how it always starts. All right, January 25th. Yeah, 25th. 2018. This is vlog number 24. All right. So let's say what happened today. Something did happen today. Just we met my team after all this acquisition going on with the home madness taking place. We finally got to talk one-on-one with my new boss. So he brought us in individually and just sat down, and we weren't sure what it was going to be like. A lot of people were nervous. We're like, do we need to bring our resume? Do we need to talk about what, like, is he going to talk, because bonuses are coming out. So what is he going to give us, our bonus information? Is he going to give us what position we're going to be doing? Is he going to tell us how much pay we're getting? You know, all the stuff. So we didn't know what to expect. Well, he called us in, and it was basically him getting to know us, which was pretty cool, you know. So he sat us down and was like, tell me about yourself. Tell me what you do. What brought you in this position? What brought you in this company? And he's taking notes, writing everything down. And he was like, okay, if you have any questions that you want to know about me, go ahead, ask away. And it was great to see that side of him. You don't know who you're working with. My overall feel for him, feel like, you know, I hate when I do this. I hate that I'm the kind of person, like, if I first meet you and I like you, it's 100% in. It's like I'm all in for it. It's like, hey, let's hang out. Can I call you? I'm like a stalker, okay? It gets crazy. It's like, what are you doing this weekend? You want to hang out? Let's do something. Here's my number. I'll call you. Yeah, just going to sit around the house? Cool. Let me know. I'll be with you, you know? Or if I hate you, there is no in-between. So if I meet you and I'm like, getting a bad vibe about this, cut, gone. I'll never talk to you again. I won't even think about you, and it's over. So yeah, there is no in-between with me. I got to learn how to not be like that, you know? So my boss, my new boss now, I'm 100% in. I'm be like, hey, what's going on? Let's hang out. You know, so I have to learn how to push back, reserve, and let's think about this. This is just, you know, I don't want to say everybody is always great. Well, people are sometimes on their best behavior for the first time you meet them. But with my previous boss that I had, he was kind of a dick. So it didn't matter. So whatever. This guy seems more friendly, open, and he just comes out that way. I hope he is like that in the long run. He seems very nice. He seems like he's not going to be the one to give you any trouble. I know when you come into somebody as a manager, when you're coming in and now you got to manage other people, you don't know what they're about, you don't know what they're like, you don't know how their work ethic is, and all that stuff. You know, I understand it's hard for you to just come in but you have to be open-minded, just like we're open-minded. We don't know who this guy is. Is he going to be a micromanager? Is he going to start seeing everything that we do and taking notes? You know, so I'm trying to stay on track, but he seems like he's going to work out. Slowly things, you know, there are things I asked and the answer I got was pretty good. For like instance, when we work together, there's a group of us that we are like, okay, you know what? Let's go to the movies today. We need a break for lunch. We're going to take an extended lunch. We're going to go see a movie, and then we'll come back and everything will be fine. We'll finish work up as usual, and we'll be gone for maybe 2 hours. So 1 hour is lunch break, and the other hour we'll make up down the road. You know, we know what we can handle. It's not like we're just effing around and we're like, let's take the rest of the day off and don't worry about it. No, we know we got stuff to do, so we're still, you know, we're responsible. We still know we have to do it. If there's a time we want to go catch a movie, it's like not going, oh my God, I'm so busy, but let's go to a movie. No, you know, we know what's going down, so we do it. when my previous boss came in, we were in that, let's go watch a movie, you know. Granted, he didn't know us, but he automatically, oh, I see somebody took a long lunch. Is that how we do it around here? You know, being sarcastic and kind of a douche at the same time. But he didn't know us. He never even had the chance to come meet us and do anything. So it was kind of like, well, okay, well, I guess we won't be doing that again, you know, and it kind of put a damper on our whole thing. And it sucks that you have to do that and feel that way. So this new guy, I asked him, I said, hey, you know, just FYI, some of the girls have a movie date coming up because we want to see Freed, that's what it's called. The 50 Shades Darker thing, the third one movie. So we wanted to see it, and we already have a date set, and we're like, okay, we're going to take extended lunch, and this is how it's going to be. So I asked him about that. I said, how do you feel about us doing that? And I mean, well, it'll be a long lunch, and we'll come back. And he's like, you come back? And I'm like, why? Can we not? You know? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I just assumed that you guys would just take the rest of the day off. I was like, no, we'll come back. You know, it's not about leaving half a day and being gone. It's just taking that extended lunch break and coming back. And he was all for it. And he's like, oh, I don't mind at all as long as you guys invite me, you know. And I'm like, this kind of movie I don't think you'd want to see. But, so, you know, it's good. Maybe we could have done that with the previous boss. But again, anyway, so this guy's already starting off on the right foot. He's introducing himself. He's doing one-on-ones. He's like, tell me about you. I'll tell you about me. And any other questions you want to know, I'll be there to help you. He's open-minded. He's willing to, because their company bought us, but we're keeping our employees. So it's a different thing. It's not like that company bought us and swallowed everybody and everything. It's more like, okay, you bought us, but look, we're still here, so it looks like our procedures work best and more efficient than the other company. So when I was talking to the new boss about this, he was like, yeah, I'm seeing what you guys do, and it looks like your procedures are smooth. It looks like everything goes in the way it should. And honestly, I feel like they're better than what we had down. So there's going to be adjusting on their side to go with how we do things. And of course, we're going to have to adjust to theirs because they send stuff off to a different entity that we don't do. And so we always took care of stuff in-house. So it's weird to have things go off-site. And it's just going to be a lot of changes. And he even says, you know, I'm open for everything. If some this way doesn't work, I'm willing to change it to make it work. And it's always good to hear that, especially if some other company is buying you out and it's not like, well, we do it this way, so this is the way it's going to have to be done from now on. You know, he's having room for change. And that's always good. Change isn't always bad. Change is great. I always welcome change if you're doing it in a right manner. I guess that is brought to you. You know, this old boss, soon to be old boss, he didn't do it in the right manner. He came into our meetings. Let me back up. We always had meetings. He never attended them. One time he comes in, and then he's like, next thing I know, we're changing the day we go to our meetings, and he's like, and here's a spreadsheet. It's like, what the hell are we doing? So he just, without even bringing it to our attention of what change is being brought, he just automatically changes it. It's like, you know, we've been doing it this way for the last 3 years, and now you come in 2 months ago, and now you want to change it. Again, I don't mind change, but how he presented his change sucked. And I could sit there and say, you know what, this change actually helped us. It's great that you did it. But I'm not going to give a guy praise because just because of the way he did it, it automatically put a sour taste in everyone's mouth, you know? So you can't give a guy, it's like even though you did good, you still douche because of the way you presented it, you know? So it's just things like that. So it's good to know that this guy, you know, things are going to change and all the moving parts are coming but it's going to be chaotic for a while because we all have to learn each other's system. And the new people that are in our positions, they've got to come over. And I even said, I've never met our co-parts that coming in. I said, am I ever going to meet them? Apparently there was a meeting yesterday, but like I said, I was at the city of Austin all day yesterday. I didn't have time to attend this damn meeting. It kind of pissed me off, but whatever. So our new people that were met, I didn't get to meet. And I asked him if there was going to be a time when we can all sit down. And he's like, oh yeah, we'll come in. They'll come in and sit with you and talk about how they do something, and you can show them how you work this and that. I'm like, okay, that's great, but that's a formal meeting. It's like, are we going to have an informal meeting? I would like to do lunch and just commingle that way. And he's like, I see. Okay, good. You're helping me not think about work and think about it this way. It's like, perfect. So yeah, I'll schedule a meeting. We'll look on the calendar. Maybe Monday this could work. I was like, all right, cool. So it'll be nice to meet my other two people that I'll be working with that are with the other company, get their input on things, and just sit and talk and sit in a little relaxed environment and see how everything works there. It'll be interesting. I'm excited about this new change. I just don't want it to be too, well, I don't think it's going to be. I don't want it just to be this company that bought us. And I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be, us coming together as one. And I've heard that now with this company, every division has its own way of working with things. So it's not, and we used to be that, I've gone through like 3 mergers. And when I first started with the company, it was like that. But as we started acquiring other companies, we got bigger and it went corporate. And everything just went to corporate. And it sucked because I used to deal with accounts payable. I used to handle all of our vendors, and they would come, they had praises, we'd pay stuff, we'd get it going on. We had that connection with our trades. When corporate took over, it's like no one really got to see our trades. No one met any, so it was hard to build that relationship because now they're dealing with corporate who's in California. And now, because corporate has a set way that they're going to pay bills, a lot of our trades were getting upset because they weren't getting paid. They weren't getting paid on time. The checks were lost in the mail. And before, we would cut checks in-house, and they would come pick up their checks and deal down their way, bye, and sit and mingle. But now we couldn't. And it sucks, too, is you lost a lot of perks. Like, we had trades that, would come in, and especially for Christmas, they would just, oh my gosh, we would have gift baskets and lunch catered, and it was crazy. Now we're lucky we get cards. So, unfortunately, our accounts payable with this new company, it's still going to be off-site, but I like the fact that it's now just your division controlled and it's not corporate controlled. So corporate, the company that I was with now, everyone had to do it a certain way. And I noticed things were slowly taken away. Corporate was taking it over, and it's just like, great. Another thing corporate's going to screw up because corporate doesn't know our division. Corporate doesn't know what we do. And it's hard when you don't, corporate, I'm sure they're trying to deal with trades in a house that they don't even know the status of because they're in a whole different state. So that doesn't even make sense to me, but whatever. But I think we're going to have our own control division, so it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to have that bond with our people again. But that's just what I'm hearing. So let's see how it actually comes together. We'll know in what's maybe 6 months when all this is done. It's barely, we're supposed to close on the 12th of February. So all this is going to be settled. And then we'll go from there on how everything else is going to go. Anyway, that is all I have. It was nice meeting my new boss, and looks like my battery's about to die. So I'm going to head out. I'm hungry and I don't want to leave. Everyone here is sick. The flu season sucks this year. And I know. Anyway, that's all I have. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.